Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima Underworld 2. When last we left off, we'd gone back to the castle and got the Blackrock gem treated. We'd also done a lot of skill training. We'd come to Killorn Keith both to get training from Lobar in swordsmanship, which we've actually got to the limit of. Lobar cannot teach us anymore. We are as skilled as he. And we'd also gone to see if we could buy a potion. That's why I have the 110 gold here, but I can't actually get that potion here. At least not at the moment. Doesn't seem to matter though. I'm pretty sure the spell that the potion actually emulates, I can actually cast now because I'm pretty high level. Also, the person we're looking for is in here, and I believe it's this man that wants the banner. And I'm not actually sure if I've talked to this man at all. Let's have a conversation. You see an ancient man, dressed in the garb of a servant.
Wouldst thou speak to me of something, mistress?
Who art thou?
I am Ogri, son of Ergo, and I serve whoever holds power in Killorn Keep, as my father did, and my father's father before him, since the first day stone was laid on stone at Killorn, these centuries past.
What couldst thou tell me of the keep?
The keep was an old place, far older than most suspect. 'Twas built by my ancestors for purposes that must have been all but forgotten in time.
Why does it fly?
It flies because the Guardian wishes it to fly, I suppose, but it must be very heavy, and he who lifts it, so very, very old and tired.
Was it originally built to fly?
There are some things those of my family may not speak of. Only this, the keep was not built to keep something out. Oh, no, it keeps something in. That is all.
'Tis interesting. May I do anything for thee in return for thy information?
The lost banner of Killorn. In my great-great-grandfather's time, the castle's lord fell in battle against the demon Prekor Loth, and with him was lost the keep's emblem, the blue eagle. If in thy travels thou wouldst hear word of it, 'twould give an old man some small joy to see it returned.
I shall do what I can.
It would mean much to me, mistress. Ah, that blue, like the ocean.
Let's actually speak to him, shall we?
So thou hast slain the mighty Relk. Hast thou? Murder is a very serious thing.
I really have not spoken to you all game. He struck first. I merely defended myself.
'Tis well known he was an evil man.
Guess what? I have brought back the banner of Killorn.
You have it? Let me see it.
It is here.
The Killorn standard! Killorn's blue is home again!
He hugs it to himself and sings a brief snatch of song, doubtless some long-forgotten anthem of Killorn.
Stranger, I am a humble servant and possess nothing to reward thee, save a few secrets. Wouldst thou hear a secret?
Aye.
There are few who remember the keep's true nature. At its heart, in a room where no one enters, sits two strange creatures who, though they have no hands or arms, support the entire weight of the keep by their own will. If they were to stop, even for a moment, this entire keep would come crashing out of the sky.
And where is this room?
The room's down below the old barracks area somewhere. I no longer exactly recall where.
Will I need a key to get in?
The key is hidden in a barrel in one of the storerooms.
Ah, this is information. Thank thee. This is indeed a marvel.
Indeed, there is none like it in the world.
So if at this point you have not managed to get to that area, that is how you can actually find out where it is. That is how you can find out where it is. For now, we're just going to leave. And I'm really curious as to why nobody has, suspected that there's something odd about us in the fact that we just keep entering and appearing from here. I was just checking to see if the guards were still hostile after all that time that we killed Relk. But no, they appear not to be. I'm actually going to head back very briefly before I actually go anywhere in particular. The first thing I actually want to do is I actually want to actually go and talk to the... I was about to say I was going to go and talk to the goblins, because the goblins actually do hand you over something at some point. I just don't remember exactly when it is, but we need to do some more training, because, wouldn't you know it, we actually need to do some more training, because we have 2 skill points that I cannot spend on swordsmanship. That is mainly because Lobar is an absolutely fantastic trainer, because Lobar actually trains extra compared to what everyone else does. He's that good at training you in swordsmanship. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to talk to Nistel again and get a little more magic training. It seems like out of all the things that I would want to get training in, or some more training, magic is most certainly what I want to get 2 extra advances in. So we'll do 1 of mana stores and 1 of casting skill. There we go. There is nothing more you can teach me at the moment, but I will speak with thee later. And thus we had 60 magic points. We have a lot of vitality points, mind you, but we have even more magic points. Also, we do not at all need to, is this a... There's a burned out light sphere. We'll want to actually... Ooh, there is something else we want to actually do. We want to go and talk to Mokpo. We do want to talk to Mokpo. That's actually very important, because we need to go and hand over some of these plants. Actually, we could probably just carry all these plants at this point. How many? I'm not sure how many there were in the pile, but pretty sure we can carry 4. We have loads of carry capacity now, mainly because I've been actually clearing out some space, because I pretty much don't need most of what I'm currently carrying. Do need that potion of basilisk oil, though. I can't believe I went through the whole game without talking to Ogre. I'm pretty sure I talked to Ogre. Maybe I forgot that I talked to Ogre, but it had the introduction as if we hadn't talked to Ogre. Right. It is the 3rd one along, I think. Is it this one? I get the feeling it's this one. Nope, this is Talarus. We do not want to go to Talarus. Let us leave. Nope, we do not want to go to Talarus. So that is the... Oh, must be this one then. Nope, that's Kilorn Keep. It's 1 across. It's 1 across. So if we count, that's 1, 2, and it's this one, therefore. The one that's facing this way. At least I hope it's this one. Yes, here we are. We're in the ice caverns. And I'm pretty sure on my map I marked where Mokpo was. Down here, I think. Let's go. I'm sure we'll manage to get there just fine. Let's go. Here we go. And there's a room with the floor that is very slippery. There aren't any enemies here that will cause us any problems whatsoever. At all. The enemies here are basically a non-issue, if any are even left. I don't even remember if any are still left alive. Let's head out of here and there we go. This way. Now, where is... Okay, he's there, which is actually not that bad. He's not that far in. Let's go talk to him, shall we? In this small area that actually isn't covered in ice. Hello. It's been a while since I've spoken to you, isn't it? The woman again. Will this never end? Guess what? I have something for thee. I found something that will help thee visit thy world. You tell him of the dreaming drug you have discovered. Where is the drug? I must have it! I can't live without it! Here we go! I have some here. I shall give it to thee. Drool runs down his chin as he crams the root into his mouth. Soon his eyes glaze over and he begins to speak. A violet world! I make an enormous leap. Now another. Now I am sliding some sort of ramp. Ah! It is him! No escape! I must... He becomes calmer and now speaks in a monotone. Now I am in an old place. Very old. He lapses into unconsciousness. And when we say unconsciousness, that means he basically just stands there. I think we'll just leave 2 of these here for him. There we go. Actually, we'll take them with us. I don't know if I actually need them. So we'll hold on to them for now. That was a clue as to what to do in the actual place that we go to, which we are now going to go to. We have to now head there, to the Ethereal Plane. We've been there a few times before. It's not a nice place to go to. It's most certainly not a nice place to go to, at all. The main thing that is a problem with it is the fact that you can't use the map. The map is entirely broken, it doesn't work. Doesn't work in the least in the Ethereal Plane, so we are not going to be able to map out anything there. Not anything at all. Also, why do I keep going into worlds and then not repairing the light orb? To be fair, I don't even think we're going to need the light orb in the Ethereal Plane, because pretty sure it doesn't actually that we don't need light sources at all. Also, notice that that actually succeeded the first time. That is mainly because we have such a high casting skill now that things pretty much just won't fail, which is kind of good and very handy. It's very handy indeed. Right, we'll just save here, and then we're going to go and enter into this final world here. Here we go. Ah. While it remains opaque, you are bounced back. I just need to wait, I think. There we go. Welcome to the Ethereal Plane. The map does not work here. Oh, we can turn... Ooh. Actually, it does kind of illuminate things. Not a lot, though. There is a gazer that is trying to attack us here. There are a few enemies that will try and attack us. Also, there is a... There, I think, is the Shrine of Spirituality. We cannot actually get in there yet because there is a barrier that's blocking our way. Also, I'm not really bothered about that gazer. So, we're going to basically have to... We're actually getting attacked by a lot of enemies here. It's going to be a little difficult to actually get around places. We could levitate our way up to there, but right now we're just getting shot at. Maybe we just fall down here. Falling down here kind of has a downside in that we have now fallen all the way down to here. And we could fall even more. All the way down to here. There is a sort of floor in a sense. There is a sort of floor. We'll be able to fight this gazer here though. Hello, how are you? This gazer is not going to do very well against us, considering the fact that we are armed with this. The Sword of Stone Strike. There we go, that is one defeated. And now we shall defeat you. If we can actually reach you. There we go, you are dead. There's another enemy that's trying to hit us over there, but basically there are certain areas we want to get to first. Every single one of these passageways leads to a certain location, I suppose is the way to put it. There's this way here, which is the red pathway, which is the one we actually want to go to first. It's also one of the most dangerous, by a long shot. Ah, hello! Who's this? It's Mokpo! How are you today? Let's talk to you, shall we?
Who art thou? I seem to remember thee from somewhere. I am Shana, and I know thee. Thou art Mokpo the Mad. Mokpo the Mad? I sometimes dream of one with that name. A nightmare. What was thy dream? I am being chased by apes, and it is so cold and damp. And I am weak with hunger. I wake filled with fear. But I have met thee there. That is thy real self. I? That wretch? Nay, it is impossible. He is just a dream I have sometimes. My name is Mokpo the Mighty, fearless adventurer. Come again? I am Mokpo the Mighty, and I welcome thee to this world. 'Tis beautiful, is it not? And the inhabitants, so friendly. No? What is this place? That is an odd question, lady, for I know not the answer myself. each colour has its own character and challenges. If thou should pass through realms of 4 colours, perhaps thou shalt find a 5th. What are these challenges? I have not ventured through the coloured realms much time, so 'tis difficult to say. Know this, that the void is not as other realms. How so? 'Twill be of little use to thee to make haste with thy feet, or to seek advancement in any single direction. Daring and a quick wit are what shall bear thee through this place. Simply defeat the challenges that are offered thee, and thou shalt arrive where'er it is thou seekest. Where shall I go, then? While thou art here, be sure to visit the Red Hell. 'Tis quite a sight if thou art not afraid to shed thy blood. Else perhaps the Cerulean Plains might be more to thy liking. What does one get? How does, I will make a point of it. I shall leave thee to explore. Well, not quite sure if it's the... Are you still following me? You are indeed still following me. Can you stop trying to hit me with... I really would prefer if you didn't try and hit me with your spells, because it's a little difficult for me to hit you there. But we're actually going to go into this area here, through this moon gate. The problem with this area is that we sort of need some defenses against what's going to be lying beyond, and I mean we need some defenses. The thing we actually need more than anything is we need flameproof. We need flameproof, which I do believe is this. We might as well have the spell prepared for now, because this place is quite dangerous. There we go. There's a lot of fire here. There's also a lot of fire elementals here. A lot of them. Do you remember fire elementals? They are horrible. Fortunately, Stone Strike, the actual sword, does work against them, as somebody rightly said. So, we can pretty capably deal with these fire elementals using it. Also, I'm pretty tempted to actually switch out the actual armor that will provide flameproof, because that seems to be far more useful than relying on a spell right now. That is, if the spell runs out, I'm pretty sure I'll need to. For now, let's go and deal with this fire elemental, shall we? Hello, how are you? Are you running away? That seems like a poor idea, sir, because eventually this weapon will actually hit and the effect will actually take effect, and then you will be, yep, in some serious trouble. I like the fact that this sword works on fire elementals. It makes these enemies a lot easier. And they were, after all, a horrifying enemy to face. Now they are not so horrifying, because I can pretty much just destroy them. Also, we have the capability, I think, to cast 8th level... Oh, you're back, actually. But too late for you. Too late for you. Also, that is an enemy I have not encountered before. That is a bat skull. I have never encountered a bat skull before. That is a new enemy. But we're basically just going to defeat these enemies quite capably. Now, how is the... I don't actually want to check at the moment how the flameproof spell is doing, because I want to actually wait for this combat to basically be over before I switch out the armor. It's a good thing I picked up that leather armor that actually did that, because you don't have that. This area's... Are you actually attacking me? I don't know. Are you attacking me? Someone is attacking me. I don't know who is. Oh, it's all these actual, That looks like a dangerous opponent. That's a hellhound. That is a very hostile hellhound. Let's hope that... Hello. I've never actually encountered a hellhound in this game, or at least I don't remember encountering a hellhound. This hellhound is going to try and kill us. So let's hit it first, shall we? Maybe it's not even here. It doesn't seem to be attacking. At all. You know what? That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Ah, that is a bad thing. That is a very bad thing. That is not a, that's a destroyer. Destroyers are, in fact, very, very dangerous
demons. They are one of the most dangerous demons. Fortunately, the Sword of Stone Strike hits them too. Which is good, because it really needs to. Because if it didn't, I'd be in some serious trouble. Yeah, this is the point where not having the Sword of Stone Strike is a serious problem. If you didn't have this weapon, you'd pretty much be, someone actually attacking me? Don't know. Do not know, but I'm just going to keep going because our health seems pretty good. I know those imps are attacking, but as long as I keep, hitting this, destroyer, as long as the destroyer stays unable to attack, we should be alright. This is because we have such high attack skill now. We can hit so much more capably than we did before, which is really good. Because imagine if I couldn't. Imagine if I kept missing. Imagine if I kept missing. That would be pretty terrible. That would actually be really bad. But fortunately, we have more than enough capability to defeat this enemy. More than enough. In fact, we're pretty much winning. And thus, Shana defeated the Destroyer by just hitting it a lot. While the Destroyer sort of stood there, unable to attack back, we are getting hurt. Something is hitting us. And I think it's you. I think it's you. It might not just be you, it's also you. But this, I believe, is an item that we need. An unblemished scepter. This is the Scepter of Deadly Seeker that we need. We need that item. We also kind of need to avoid all these enemies. I think we have to jump up. I would say that we have to jump up, but it's a little difficult to... Ah, hello, you're moving down. That was a terrible mistake. Yeah, that was a pretty bad mistake you made there. You really... Oh, hello, you've also moved here. That was also a terrible mistake. You also should not have done that. Now you are dead. That, I believe, is the scepter that we were looking for Zoranthus. And that is an important item. I think if we head through here, we move out to this area, which is almost as bad as all the other areas we've been to here. Also, oh, hang on. That was the wrong thing there, but the spell has run out. We need to switch armor quite badly. Mainly because if we don't, we will get affected by all this fire. And we don't want to get affected by all this fire. I'm not entirely sure that the skullbat there is actually something we can worry about. But for now, there's really not a lot we can do here except return next time, while in ridiculous amounts of combat. I suppose you could just run away from all these things. They're not actually hurting that much. But hey, we got rid of a destroyer, and we found the scepter that Zoranthus wanted us to get. We'll be returning with that later. For now, though, I'll catch you next time. For when we come back, we're going to have to move through all the areas of the ethereal plane to get to the Shrine of Spirituality, which I imagine is probably where the Guardian has his focus of power, and might be where the gem is. Actually, then again, maybe there isn't a gem here. Who knows? So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. This is probably the most dangerous time I've ever actually finished a video. Surrounded by enemies, being slowly pelted with attacks. Fortunately, we have a lot of mana, so we can just heal all this damage off, but not being able to hit those enemies back, a little bit of a problem. But I'm sure we'll be alright. Right? I hope so, anyway. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. See you then. Later.